Let's see if this works. Hello. Let's see if this works. If you're here, I love you. Nice to see you again. It's been a while. It's been since before Christmas. I've been gone. But I wanted to do a live stream before I do a video and just let you know what's been going on, how I've been, what you've been doing. So I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me. I think I fixed it up here. Someone's at my front door right now. We're going to ignore them because I want to do a live stream. Hey, from Houston. How are you? Ooh, from Houston. I love the Houston Quilt Show. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Talker? Am I saying your name word? Talker? I'm horrible with saying names. How are you? How you been? Happy New Year. Happy Christmas. Happy 2023. Hi from Missouri. Jeanette Smith. How are you? Hello from Louisiana. Monica. How are you guys? Hopefully, can you hear me good? I hope you can hear me. I think you can hear me. I fixed my computer, my mic. Toll car. Oh, pretty cool. Thank you. Toll car. Nice to have you here. How are y'all? I was going to do a video. I was filming. The audio is great. Thank you. If not, I could go downstairs and use my laptop. But I felt like since I've been gone so long that I should do a video. I've been gone since before Christmas. And I was doing Vlogmas and I was doing really good. And then I got like overloaded with tons of work. I got like slammed with work. And then after January, I ended up getting a little bit sick. And then I still was slammed with work. So I spent the first week of January catching up with other clients' quilts. And so it's just been, and then I went on a conference in Florida. And that was awesome. Let me just say, awesome. Florida's beautiful. If any of you've gone to Florida, go to Florida. I live in San Antonio, Shirts, Universal City, like between Austin and San Antonio. And over here it is dry, winter. It's our version of winter. The trees are dead. Different versions of brown are out here. Someone's out my window. Hold on. That's crazy. It's the weirdest thing happens, man. I start filming and my dogs go crazy. And I start filming and people walk in the door. And anyway, it's just been that kind of week. So how is your new year? Any new year resolutions? I personally don't have any. I don't have any. I had a really great year, a decent year in 2020. 22. Well, there's moments right throughout the year that don't go well, but I had a pretty good year. So any resolutions here? More quilts to get done, more projects to finish. Anything? Y'all quiet. How are y'all? Does it look okay? Can you hear me good? Y'all are quiet, so I'm wondering if you can hear me. Warning, stream balance is lower than recommended. Oh, YouTube. I have made 4 quilts in 5 weeks. Oh, you're awesome. You know, this year, okay, one of my resolutions, I have not sat down and sewed in a while. I ended up having a sweet, it was called the Sweet Honeybee. And we were sewing and it made me sew. It made me digitize a pattern. It made me do mock-ups and stuff because I was running the event. But then after I kind of closed it and stopped it because I was so overwhelmed with work and the Sweet Honeybee and family and all that stuff that I just didn't have time. So you are awesome to do that many. You're super happy you did 2 baby quilts for gifts and 2 for yourself. Go girl. Go, Monica. Go, Monica. Go, Monica. Mm, mm, mm. You're awesome. I need to do that. How are you, Sylvia from Texas? I think this year, I worked so much for everybody else that this year I really do want to have a better balance. You made a cute quilt for a yoga instructor. That is awesome. You got a motorcycle quilt commission? Yes, long arming for clients. Mine too. Motivation is hard sometimes. Because when I'm not doing something, I want to, I don't know, do something else. I don't want to quilt. I think that's what makes it hard when you have a business. As a matter of fact, I got convicted. You want to hear my conviction? I got so convicted. There is a veteran who lives across the street from my daughter, and I told him I would have a quilt for him. And I'm well-intended. I really am well-intended. And it's been several years. And the other day I saw him, and I have the top built. I have the top built. I just need to add the borders to make it long enough for him because he's a very tall man. And I have the top done. And I have it in, one of my GEDs. But I saw him the other day. I'm like, well, the top is done, but what good is the top, right, until it's quilted and put together? And so I felt so convicted, like it's been years. It's been years. Hopefully I'll have it done before he dies. That's horrible. But yeah, I hope I can. Maybe this year that should be a thing, right? Have that quilt done so that when I go to my daughter's house and he's out there, I'm not hiding because I didn't do the quilt. Yeah, that'd be good, right? That would be a good New Year's resolution. Have that veteran's quilt done for him. But I had a couple quilts. I was doing Vlogmas, and I literally had, because I was doing the GED, getting her done. And I was so motivated because I got 3 of the quilts done, and I was literally putting my quilts on leaders and getting going, and I just got flooded with work, like flooded. And when you're flooded with work, it's hard not, you just have to manage what you're doing before you drown. And that's why Vlogmas stopped, because editing videos, I was like, you know what, Lorena, you can't stay up all night editing a video when you have like 5 quilts to quilt tomorrow or 4 quilts to quilt. Like, you need the energy. So yeah, all 4 quilts have Minky dot backing. I love Minky. I love it. I'm with you, Monica. I'm with you. I was gonna quilt this quilt today, but I haven't posted a video, or I haven't done anything up here. I haven't been able to come up here for about, I was up here in January, the first week of January. I finished 3 king size quilts for my clients. And what made them hard is not only did I have to quilt the quilts, I had to also put binding, and then I hand bound them. So I finished 3 quilts for some clients, but then after that I left town. And then I just got back probably last week sometime. I honestly don't even know what day of the week is. I know it's Tuesday. But it's been a good year. It's been a good year. So how's your year started? Well, Monica finished a whole bunch of quilts. That's a great year, I think, when you get up and going and get moving. Monica, you're inspiring me. I need to do stuff. I went to a conference for the laser, and I went to Florida for the conference for the laser, and that was a lot of fun. I was there for 4 days, So that's how after New Year's, I don't even know when New Year's happened. Don't judge me. Hola, ¿cómo están? When New Year's, New Year's was Sunday. I left town. I left for Florida on Friday the 6th. Thank you for saying I inspire you. You inspire me. Monica, I will update you on my next live how many quilts I got done. Because I have them on leaders, like I'm ready to go, but I haven't had time to be here. Thank you for saying I inspire you. You can do anything. You can do anything. So what? We're on the 17th. I came back from Florida. I believe it was Monday of last week. So I've been home a week, but I've been going crazy. You know when you get home from a trip, you're like I still need to do laundry, but you clean your house. You're reorganizing all your stuff. You're putting stuff away. You're managing your family and trying to get everything going again like normal. That's what I've been doing. So, what else can I ask y'all? What kind of videos do y'all want me to do this year? Share with me. I have a video that I was filming, and the video is about all the mistakes I did in 2022. I want to share like my epic mistakes because I learned so much last year. Last year was the first year where I was really busy, consistent throughout the year, and it was really hard for me to manage long arm quilting and manage embroidery and then manage trying to learn the laser and also trying to restructure everything to fit. This one, I love this quilt. This is a client's quilt. She's been so good to me. I had to call her last week. I wanted to have this quilt done for her before the new year started. I finished all the quilts except this one because she had sent me about 6 or 7 or 5. How many? I think she sent me, I don't know, maybe 5. Maybe 7. I don't remember. Okay, I don't remember nothing no more. My whole goal was to finish all my clients' quilts by the end of the year, but because I ended up having an unexpected rush before January, a lot of people were begging me to get quilts done right before Christmas, and so I finished one client's quilts. I think they were little quilts, okay? So I finished like 5 in one day. And then I finished several of hers and then I shipped them. And then I had another client that I needed to do her quilts. But because of the rush, I got kind of like backlogged. And but this is to me like a jewel quilt. Isn't it beautiful? And she loves teals. And so when I came back, I had a family emergency, and I ended up being at a hospital for a family member for like 3 or 4 days, and everything's fine, but they needed just some respiratory care, and I was there helping my family member, and what ended up happening, I had to call my client and say, I'm sorry. Like, sometimes it happens. You just have to say to your client, this is where I'm at. And it says a great niece, she is due in June. I hope you get her quilt done. It's going to be a beautiful quilt. I know these are not that hard to make, I don't think, but it's a lot of chain piecing. The daily occurrence gets Leslie, my house is crazy. I think when you're like me, I have so much stuff going on. Like the laser overtook one of the rooms, so I'm trying to manage that. Also too, like I have my clients' stuff around, so I don't want anything to happen to their stuff. So I have to be really organized. And then I have grandchildren who like grabbing stuff that doesn't belong to them. You know, they're little, right? They can't help it. Um, so I have to be real organized. I have to be. As a matter of fact, I have to be. Like right now, I'm looking for all my receipts from last year. Where are my receipts? Because that's where I am not organized. I think I leave receipts in cars. I leave business receipts. Like I have some up here. I have receipts downstairs in a drawer. And I have to deal with getting ready for taxes. So, I get it, Leslie. It's hard to manage, though. I think I'm getting to where it's a little bit harder to manage. I literally still have my Christmas tree. I think I'm going to leave it up all year. It's such a little tree. Who cares? And I have a friend. Her name is Miss Jones, Jeanette Jones. She loves Christmas. And I'm not a Christmas person. For me, Christmas has a lot of pressure and a lot of like stuff. And so we went to Hobby Lobby, and she was so excited about the decorations and this. So I got kind of her bug. So this year, you should have heard everybody. What happened, Mom? You decorated this year? What happened, Mom? You decorated the tree? Like I got black and white, and I got like pearl strings, and I went crazy, and I didn't spend a lot of money because everything was 70% off at Hobby Lobby. But I went crazy and decorated my tree. And now I'm like, I don't want to put it down because it looks so cute. And then I don't want to take it down. So I'm thinking of not taking it down and leaving it on, and the nostalgia of the lights twinkling at the night. But would that be weird? Yeah, Monica, I forced myself to do a lot of stuff. Hold on, let me get a light so I can see me. Can you see me okay, or do I look dark? For the grandkids, they were real happy though. It was a good Christmas. I mean, it was a great Christmas. My kids, we have to do drawings now because I have so many grandkids and so many kids. Hold on, let me see if I can get this. I went to Florida. Did I bring it up here? Yes, I did. I was going to share with you fabric I got from Florida. So excited. Hold on. Just have some more light. Hold on, let me get you. Hold on, let me get the fabric from Florida. Is it in here? Yes. I literally haven't been up here at all, to be honest, since the first week of January. Because when I found out I was going on my trip, I'm glad you got the live. When I found out I was going on the trip, I really started hustling. Because Christmas was Sunday, no, New Year's was Sunday, and then literally I was up here Tuesday, I was up here finishing 2 king-size quilts, and because I knew I was leaving Friday, and I knew I had to have the house in order Thursday so that when I left, everything would be okay here. And so I was packing, organizing, cleaning, laundry, like running like a chicken without my head. And the king size quilts, I quilted them, and then one I bound, and the second one I worked on halfway through, and then I hand bound the next one. And so in 2 days, I quilted and hand bound 2 huge king size quilts and delivered them to my client. and I finished one of her quilts, and I boxed it, and I was running to the post office so I could ship it to her, and the post office closed 5 minutes before I got there. It was just insane. But so it's kind of like planning ahead for the trip and then trying to get all your clients' stuff going. Hold on, let me get it. So I haven't been up here since probably the 7th of January. Wait, no. I haven't been up here at all. Since the 5th of January. I'm so excited you're here. Thank you for catching up with me. I feel so guilty because I stopped posting videos like right before Christmas, and then I haven't posted anything. So I feel like I abandoned y'all. And I love hand binding. I ended up buying a thimble from Thimbles For You, and they're so expensive, and it makes me use the thimble, to be honest. That's the only reason why I left binding now, is because I get to play with the thimble that I paid $100 for, which is ridiculous, but it's sterling silver, and she warranties them for life. So if your fingers change or like you get arthritis, you could literally trade it in for a new size thimble. I love the lady from Thimbles For You. And so yeah, I believe I quilted the quilt Tuesday and finished quilting it, trimmed it, put the binding on while I was working on the other quilt Wednesday. No, working because I did 2 rows of the second quilt, and then took it downstairs and hand bound the whole thing. I was crazy, and I'm really great under pressure, which is horrible because if I don't have pressure, I am a slight procrastinator, which is really bad. I don't hand bind much anymore. Finally happy with my machine technique. I'm glad. I wish I like the way I do certain binding, but I feel for my clients, like, because I'm binding for them and they're paying me to bind, I want it to look delicious. Now, if it's my own quilt, like, who cares, right? But if it's for like a client who's paying me for the binding, I want it to look really pretty. And I'm afraid that if I sew it, I would jump off and it'd look weird. Yes, Joy. Nice to see you here, Joy. Nice to see you comment. So, hold on. I haven't been up here, and so Gary hasn't been working. And I left a mess here. So, like, you see, wait, this way. You see a whole bunch of batting over there. You see, like, my leaders are everywhere. I ended up buying another camera. I love this camera. If any of you are into the YouTube game, this is my favorite camera. I love this camera. I bought a camera because, let me share. I'm telling y'all my dumb stuff. I bought this camera on OfferUp because I ended up putting a USB, and the USB got stuck and it destroyed the camera. So I got this one real cheap on OfferUp. Yeah, OfferUp. And this year I went and bought a brand new one because I'm doing that YouTube channel for the laser, and I was dragging this one up and down, and I'm like, just buy another one for downstairs, one for up here, or one for the car. I'm glad. I think, okay. I went to this conference, and what I love about the Eon Laser owner is he was honest about a lot of stuff that a lot of people aren't honest about. His business has really grown, the laser company, because I went to their conference. And he was like kind of joking around about like the electric bill. You know what I mean? Or he was joking about like where they were designing the place, and the designers were getting frustrated with him because they would change the design constantly. And I just was like, you know what? He was so authentic and real about stuff like that. It makes you relate to them, and that kind of like, okay, I like this guy. And I want to be honest, like, it's I never saw what I've dealt with quilts. And I know, like, there's a whole conversation in the quilting community, like, how rude is Lorena sharing the horrible quilts that she's having to deal with. But I don't see it that way. I know my quilts have had problems. And I've had to plead because my borders were not put right. But I didn't know any better. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know quilts stretched. I didn't know fabric bowed out. I had no idea. And when I started long arm quilting, I would look, how do you fix this? And no one shared it. So I had to make my own technique. But I love the fact that a lot of you, like, thank you for sharing that, because that fixed it. And I'm not complaining about the client, because my quilts have the same issues, especially my first ones. My first ones had the same issues because I was new and I was learning, and that nothing's wrong with that. Failure is not, I think in our society, failure is a problem for a lot of people. I think failure is not a problem as long as you learn from it. Yeah, I want you to learn, because I wish I was on YouTube. I wish I had someone like me on YouTube sharing what I've had to learn the hard way. And nothing's wrong with mistakes, or, you know, I have a quilt, and maybe I should quilt it for y'all. I have a quilt that my points are cut off. I didn't know. Hello, how are you? I didn't know that you didn't supposed to cut off your points. I was just sewing it. I didn't know that I had to be mindful of, you know, the half square triangle. You don't know, right? If you don't know. And then I was self-taught. I literally saw a quilt in a book and said, I want to do that. And didn't know anything. And so I know some people, there was a lady, she wanted me to long arm her quilts, and someone goes, don't go to Lorena. She'll share her quilt on her channel. And if you don't want me to, I won't, but I'll fix stuff. I'd rather be someone that I've met long armers here in my community that destroy quilts because they don't fix them. And they'll literally, instead of pleating and doing a basting stitch and quilting over it, they'll literally just they won't iron. There's pleats everywhere. The quilting is horrible. They did it with, I don't know, they didn't do it with a lot of love. They didn't do it with the right heart. And to me, if I could fix it to where I square it up for you and align everything, I think it would be, that's a better quilt, right? I don't know. And I don't get mad at clients who have quilts that don't line up well. I just, they remind me of me. They remind me of when I first started. And nothing's wrong with that. Right now, like, to be honest, I'm epically failing on the laser. I did a box for a gift, and the plexiglass, I lasered it. I lasered a thing of plexiglass 5 times because Lorena couldn't get her stupid settings right. I couldn't, and I was putting magnets on the plexiglass, and I would hammer it and I would break the plexiglass, and I was like, and then I would have to go back and re-laser another one. And you would think I would learn, right? No, I didn't. I would sand it, and then I was hammering it and I broke it again. I was so mad at myself because, but how can you be mad at someone who's learning? How can you be mad? You can't be mad at yourself for learning. As a matter of fact, you tried. I think that says more. I'd rather try and fail tons and tons and tons of times than to wish I did and not try. Yes, just try. Honestly, fail as much as you can. In long arm quilting, I failed epically constantly, but now I got the groove here. Like I can literally put on my long arm and run 5 quilts like that. And because I've learned so much through failing, I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of anything. But because I've screwed up a lot, you know? And the other day I was filming on the laser. Okay. It has, I was like, I almost had a heart attack. I almost had a heart attack because I felt so stupid. Oh my God, I felt like stupid. On the laser, you go down and, it's called automatic. It sets automatically the placement of where it needs to laser. So it goes down. Well, I had the plexiglass, right, and the pin was away from the plexiglass, so it hit the honeycomb, and it kept going and going, and the laser's like because it's jamming into the machine, and that stopper isn't hitting it. And I literally like popped off the laser. My heart was pounding from hearing the machine, the head of the laser head ramming into the honeycomb, because I didn't pay attention where that little sensor pin was. And I felt so stupid. I was like, but you know what? Now, guess what I pay attention? Never it hitting it. That pin is going to hit something solid. It's never going to hit the frame. Yeah, I think I really do love my clients' quilts. I love my clients, but I love like this quilt is beautiful. I think I have a different perspective because I have piece quilts, and I want them to have the best quilt they've ever had. And I've had some bad long armers quilt my quilts. I had one long armer who, and she was a long armer that you stayed there while she long armed because you were renting the machine from her. One time, what she did to me is she placed the design wrong, and it got jammed. It hit the back bar of the looper, the pickup bar. It hit the. Hold on, my cookie. Are you coming up here? What? We have your presents? When you're new, you never come up here, old lady. Up. What happened? I don't know. Do you see Lily? She never comes up here because she hates it up here. You want to come up with me? You want to say hi? Now that you're blind, you can't. Come on. Come on. You want to see Lily? My Lily's going blind. No, stop. Cookie, stop. Hold on. She never comes up here because, anyway, she doesn't come up here, but she's losing her eyesight. But since she's been losing her eyesight, she's more attached to me. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? You want to say hello, Mama? Okay. I know. I love you. I know. You're going to be okay? I'll put some blankets down. Don't, no. Stop. No. Okay. No. Leave her alone. Cookie won't leave her alone. She kind of harasses her. And so when they're going down the steps, she kind of rolled a little bit, so she's a bit nervous about the steps. I don't know if you see. You see them? But since she's been going blind. What? You want to say hi to everybody? Miss, say hi. Mom, I'm not going to carry you, okay? No, you bossy lady. They're mad at me since I left. My husband's like, Man, they're on top of you. They don't leave you alone now. Right? You don't leave me alone? You bossy lady? Come on, I'm gonna put you down. So let me go back. The quilt that I was having done by that lady, the long arm hit the back, the pickup bar right there. It jammed it, and so the design couldn't continue. Well, I literally spent an hour unstitching it, and she still charged me. And then when she started quilting it, some of the quilting, it pleated, and she's like, "Oh, it doesn't matter. Who cares?" And I'm like, "Well, can I iron it or something?" She's like, "No, whatever." And that was like my worst experience because it was my first quilt that I was truly proud of, because that was called the Block of the Month quilt, and I was so proud of it. And I felt like, well, of course, when you wash it, it fluffs up and you don't see the pleats as much. So it was okay, but I was so discouraged seeing pleats when I had spent so much time ironing that quilt. And but I've had really bad experiences with quilt long armors, and that's why one of the reasons why I decided to buy my own long arm, because I couldn't believe, like, I can't believe they ruined, kind of like mistreated my quilt. But I love my clients and my clients' quilts because I want them. You know what I mean? I think about how many hours I sat down and pieced that quilt top. And I imagine that's how long my client pieced her quilt. So I want her to have the most beautiful quilt top that she's proud of. You know, I want her to like delight in it, not be like, "Oh, she did this." I was so discouraged with that lady. Anyway, I was so frustrated with her. And I went home very upset. And I remember when she was charging me, she's like, because it was $25 an hour. Well, because of her mistake, she charged me another extra hour and a half. And I was like, I don't fight about money. I don't argue about money because I'm not very motivated about money. I know money is necessary. I feel that when you fight about money, I just have my own personal rules when it comes to money. So when she was like, "Well, I'm going to charge you," it's like, you do what you think is best for you. I'm not, if you think you should charge me, I think you shouldn't, because this was your mistake on your part. You placed the long arm wrong. But whatever makes you sleep at night, I also think, like, maybe you need the money for your bills. Maybe you're strapped for cash that you're okay with screwing people over. Whatever your motivation is, if you think it's okay. And she did. She charged me an extra, $25 plus, what's half of that? 25 divided by 2. She charged me, I ended up paying her an extra $35 for her, just for her screwing up. And I would never, ever, ever, ever do that to my clients, ever. Because I don't know. Money comes and goes. If you really think about it, the money you had 20 years ago, it doesn't matter. And if you mistreat people over money, I think the relationship is more important. But on YouTube, people are very motivated about like moving up on the YouTube algorithm, and they'll take advantage of people and use friends. And because YouTube is money to them, they will mistreat you. And and I understand if you need money, your motivation becomes very focused on that. But I think after a while, money comes anyway, if you handle things right. If you could be trusted with money, how's that? But so I learned a lot from having some really bad long armors around. And I learned being mistreated by people makes you learn how to take care of people. I think quilters need to take the best quilt tops possible to their long armors. Yes. And I'm sometimes I'm okay. my long armor, my quilters can bring me their crap because I will make it the best looking crap out there. I pray for my quilters, my quilt clients. I pray for their quilts while I'm doing it. I iron their quilts. I try to use the best quality thread I possibly can. I try to manage the design to fit the quilt. I learned that any quilt, I've learned through a lot of failures and a lot of mistakes that I could handle any quilt. And there's one lady, she used to send me some janky antique quilts that she should have never brought me. I don't even think they were worth quilting, but in her heart, she wanted them quilted because she didn't want them to be thrown away. So I understand, but I even think that some of the parts that were torn, she cut up the quilt after it was quilted and made it into coasters and stuff, or table runners, or what is it? Where you sit on a table and eat, where you put your food on top of a plate, okay? So she made some of those with that torn up quilt and kind of revamped that quilt in a different way. But sometimes you get really bad ones, but you learn so much. I've learned so much from, for example, I did one that Quilts of Valor quilt that was bowing really bad for placemats. Yes, that's my word. She turned that torn up quilt where it wasn't torn, she turned it into placemats. And what a unique way. But I was like, are you sure? I didn't want to charge her for the quilt. Are you sure you want me to? The quilt top was messed up. But what was I saying? I've really learned a lot I learned about my own piecing too. I became a better piecer because I was seeing the mistakes my other quilters were making. I really became a better piecer. I love my clients. They love me. I'm going to do a custom quilt this year. I'm hoping to kind of, I know that my channel has become predominantly long arm quilting because that's what y'all want to watch. So I want to give you what you want. And my quilting channel has become predominantly business because that's what y'all watch. If I post other stuff, y'all are like, crickets. I'm not interested, not involved. And so, but this year, I'm very motivated to do a lot more sewing. I want to sew a lot more. I want to sit down and sew. I miss it. I miss sewing. I really do miss it. And I want to, now that I know the laser, I've had my orphan baby laser for about a year. So I want to I'm going to do a custom quilt. This is my beautiful client, and I only do custom work for my favorite clients. I'm going to do this beautiful bee quilt. And if she comes on, she'll see it. She started it, and she started quilting it herself, and so she brought it to me. She's like, I don't want to deal with it. And so I am designing a ruler. I designed a ruler that I was in love with, and I used it. Okay, so let me see. I designed this ruler, and I was just trying to figure it out. I designed this thing, and I didn't think much of it. But the other day, I got a table runner. That was one of the rushes that I needed a quilt. I got a table runner, and I sewed the edges of the table runner, and it came out. So this ruler was perfect because it's not so wide that it affects your hands, and it has the bottom loop and the bottom edge so you could arch. And I put an embed. I don't know if you see it. I'm trying to learn where you could so it comes off. And so what I was trying to do is if you had a logo, so if you had a quilting business and you had a logo, we could do an embed with your logo on it. And then I put Lorena Quilting on there. But I tried this out and I really like this little mini ruler. But I sat down and I did something very easy. But what I wanted to do is I'm going to start my Shopify now that I know what I'm doing. And I want to put like color. What I really want to do, and I still need to figure it out, is if you wanted your name, I could pull this plexiglass out, the name off, and put the name in a different color. That's what I wanted to do. And put the person's logo on the ruler. But this is my very baby ruler. And I tried it. I tested it. And I wanted it not too wide, because I've had some rulers that are so wide that it's hard to manage the turning the ruler. But this really worked great. But I tested it on that sweet table runner, which was great. So I'm going to do my Shopify. Is it Shopify? Yes. Do a Shopify and have my rulers on there. I may even do an Etsy. I don't know. Right now, what my plans are for this year is kind of maybe that. I gave myself to play with the ruler, play with the laser, learn the settings on the laser, try different things without the pressure of making products for clients, because I wanted to make sure that I knew what I was doing. But I thought this would be cool. Wouldn't it be cool to purchase a ruler with your personal name on it? And I thought that would be neat. And I thought it would be neat to have like an embed, like where with a different color. Because if your favorite color is purple or blue or pink or gold, like I don't know if you can see it. It has a rose. Do you see that? But on this one, this was my first run where I was learning how to score. I don't know if you can see. And you can see that you don't barely even see the score lines. And then I did my numbers so small. And I was learning how to... This is literally my first ruler I ever did. I was learning how to turn a curve on the ruler. And... yeah, another ruler I did on the thing, let's see, and I use these for, let me see what I have. I use these, I made templates. This is one of them. I did a custom curve. Now, this was hard. I wanted to save plexiglass and not make a whole piece. And so I made it half with the ridge being able to walk down the line of it. And it didn't work as well as I thought. I also lasered a very deep score in here. So because I wanted to get a better score than this one. So you can see like failures. These are my failures. And then this didn't work when I was doing the work. Hold on. And I did, no. Well, let's see if I have it. I'm not going down, Mama, okay? I'm doing a live, Mama. So, initially, and there's a lot of learning, and you fail a lot. So, I did this one without the ridge. And so I had extra plexiglass right here. And I thought, well, if I add like a thumb where my thumb had a place to grab, or my hand had a place to grab. But I had to learn how to use the glue. There's a specific glue it's called a welding glue. So this did not work when I was doing that client's quilt, which was the same client's. It didn't work, and so I ended up going back and making this big giant one, and this worked. This is the quilt ruler that I used, and I did put a ridge. It gave me the space to sit my hand and grab. And I want to make, okay, am I ridiculous? Please tell me if I'm ridiculous. I'm using you guys as ideas. I was thinking of doing this because not all hands are created equal, right? Like hands are different sizes. And long arm quilting rulers, they tend to base the ruler the same size, not based on different hands. Because I'm a big handed girl. And I was using one big ruler in my hand when you're turning it, and your hand starts to hurt when you're doing it for 4 hours. Thank you for telling me I'm hilarious. And I'm really ridiculous, okay? This is who I really am. I went to the laser event. Okay. They had a party. Okay. And I don't drink alcohol at all. I don't drink any alcohol. And they were getting, and there was a man sitting next to me, and I guess my facial features or the way I conversate, this is who I am. And he just started looking at me. He thought I was loaded. Anyway, and I was like, no, I'm not loaded. This is just who I am. You thought a sew along with subscribers? Oh, how would I do that though? I would love that. I think I could bring my camera down, because I need to talk to this girl. She was going to help me with my live streaming, because I think you could do sew-alongs while you live stream, right? I think there's, who does that? There's a lady who does a whole bunch of scrappy piecing, and she literally turns on and does live sewing, right? I would love that. So, yeah, they were sloshed, and I was still being my weird self, and they thought I was drunk. Can't help it. I would love to do sew along. I just need to figure out how to do that. I want to sew more this year. I also want to do the Shopify and do this stuff. I'm just organizing everything. A lot of people are like, where can we buy stuff? I'm like, just hold on. Just hold on. I'm not ready for y'all yet. I'm not ready. But I'm trying to get ready. Yes. So, what else? Y'all want to see fabric I bought in Florida? It's beautiful. I had them ship it to me because I just couldn't put one more thing in my suitcase. Look, isn't it beautiful? Tell me if it looks Florida-ish. Florida. To me, it looks like Florida. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, I had them ship it to me and I got it yesterday. Does it look like Hawaii or Florida? To me, it looks like Florida. Right? Look. It's kind of neat. The bird looks very graphic. Let me see. Isn't that pretty? So I got that one, and then they came with, I purchased this one. And I don't purchase fabric anymore because I'm already a fabric hoarder and I have a problem. But I felt Florida deserved a purchase fabric. Florida deserved a bend that rule kind of. And look at the bird right there. Isn't it cute? The little yellow bird. So I got that. Isn't it beautiful? And then, okay. Didn't it look like Florida? Right? Florida. I've never been anywhere other than, I've never left Texas to go to any other state. I've only stayed in, I've never gone anywhere other than Mexico. Then I got this, but it's different. It's more of a panel. Hold on. Isn't that beautiful? I bought, look how beautiful. Look how beautiful these colors are. I got this panel because I thought it was really pretty. It doesn't remind me of Florida. I just love the colors. And then I got, they shipped it to me. If I bought $100 worth of fabric, they shipped me the fabric for free. My baby girl. And so I got, look at these colors. Aren't they beautiful? And I got these colors and this teal one. They came from Florida all the way over here to Texas. This way, when I make that, I want to make something with that. I don't know if I want to make stars the size of the panel. Is this panel? Yeah, make stars the size of this panel and then add it to it. I don't know. But yeah, I went to Florida, guys. Can you believe it? Florida. Oh, and I went to Florida's next to the hotel was right next to the, I don't want to misquote, the ocean. And the neat thing is like literally you could park there for an hour and just watch the ocean. I went to Corpus Christi and the ocean is okay. I don't want to say anything about my state, but Florida's ocean was it didn't smell, it wasn't dirty. The water was beautiful and clear, and the sand was even finer. It was just such a different experience, but it was beautiful in Florida. And then the hotel had a rooftop, and it was a lovely experience. There's a lot of live sewing. So Becca, okay, they don't teach you how to quilt if afterwards or give you any ideas. Okay. I need to talk to, because I would love to do a video. I think this would be a neat video. And maybe even like post it in such a way that everybody could get the pattern. And so we all get together and get our fabrics and sit down and one day just building the blocks together. Maybe do a block a month. Maybe. I don't know. What do y'all think? And then we could put it together as a group, and then I could go ahead and do a live stream and quilt it with everybody. I think that would be neat. I'm very community based. I love the community, the quilting community. Hold on, I'm sorry. I have lint. That would be fun. I'm trying to get rid of lint over here. Oh, guess what? I was going to do a video on things I purchased at the Houston Quilt Show, but I'm on run, okay? I've been on running for a while. And so I got a brand new featherweight. I got a featherweight at the Houston Quilt Show from the featherweight shop. And the reason I bought one, even though I already have a couple, they said that they rewound the motors. They wound the motors. And I was like, well, let's see. And, you know, they go through the whole machine. And oh, my God. That little featherweight works so good. It works like a regular sewing machine. I cannot believe it. I did pay a buttload for it because usually I buy my little featherweights at eBay. And it's almost, I get them at a third of a cost on eBay. But Featherweight sold them there. And I purchased one of them. But I cannot believe how beautiful that Featherweight works. So go on Featherweight and see. They have a giveaway. See if you could get their giveaway. if you want, or if you're into featherweights, Singer featherweights. I love that machine. But I would love to do a sew along while we sew with that. Do the sew along. Let me see. Let me research. And if you guys know anything, any idea on how to research that to get it going, send me, message me if you're on Facebook, and send me a link so I could set it up, because I do have a camcorder where I could put a camcorder, and then do you need a camcorder? And I even bought, so you know that I am trying, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I bought this. From my understanding is you put this into your computer. You put, and it didn't come with any cords, and that's why I'm like, it doesn't come with any cords. You plug this into any camera, and the cord is supposed to plug into the camcorder somewhere. And so that's how you do a live. I haven't been up here dusted yet. And so I got this because I was thinking of doing a live stream where if I'm quilting a quilt, you guys could see, and I could angle you in different angles so you can see me quilting. They say you can get 2 of these where you could prop 2 cameras up, and you could switch from one angle of the camera to the other angle of the camera to do these. But girl got stuck because she's trying to figure it out on, so I paid for this and it's been sitting here for months, probably 3 months, but I need to research it. I need to figure it out, because I think that would be a neat video, right? To sit down and sew together, and we have the same block, and we all are doing the same block with different colors. That would be so neat. And then, because I know someone, they have different, it's almost like a Zoom where everybody's on there and you could see each other. But I will research it, I promise. I will look into it. Because I already have the equipment, the camera, the cords, the mics. It's not like I don't have everything to do it. I just don't have the knowledge to do it. And I'm a bit insecure when I don't know what I'm doing. Like the other day, I was so upset with myself because this stupid thing, I had the speaker, this mic was connected to that speaker. I don't know if you can see it. To that speaker. And you guys couldn't hear me, and I couldn't figure it out. And I felt like an idiot because I was posting, and then it would keep posting to everybody. And then I'm like, you know what? Forget it. Let me go on my laptop downstairs. And I think that's just looking like a fool in front of everybody. You know? But I look like a fool in front of anybody anyway. So, yeah. So, does her husband, the tech guy? She will help you in a heartbeat. Okay. I'll look her up. Handmade by Ying with Donna. Okay. Let me take a picture, because after this, I don't get to see all these comments. Come on. I don't get to see your comments disappear, and I don't see them anymore. No, but what else would you like me to do? You want me to talk more business, more quilting, more piecing? Someone wanted me to do a video on... I literally have videos of where I teach how to be a better piecer. Okay, thank you. I will ask her. Does anybody have an idea what y'all want? Or do y'all care? Just keep going. Keep trotting along with it now. Keep doing you. I want to do different things. I like my review videos. I like sharing when I find new stuff and sharing it with y'all. I love those videos. I came up with several things that I'm creating on the long arm, on the laser. So I wanted to share those. I am trying to post more on the laser channel, Lorena's lasers. But it's really hard to manage. No excuses, right? No excuses. You could do all things. But I'll ask her. Teresa, I will ask her and see what she says to me. I know the sweet lady from Memoirs of a Quilter. I know she does them. She does some of them. Sewing for me is truly... I'm trying to read your messages. Miss Monica, yes. Sanity. I like the idea of you showing better piecing ideas. I've really learned some really good tricks on how you follow the seam and pay attention to the seam. Do you want to get down, Mama? Come on, Mama. Be careful. Go. Go. Be careful. Mom. Hold on. Lily. Please be careful, Mom. She's on the ledge like, I don't want to go down. Okay, let's see. One other thing I purchased. Has anybody tried Missouri Star quilting thread? Has anybody used it? It's not here. Are you going down? I want to, I got a whole bunch of thread at the Houston Quilt Show. Let me see if I find it. Oh. I want to try this thread. Have you ever tried these people? Who are they from? Wizardy? Wizardy. It is supposed to be quilting thread from Wizardy. Have y'all tried them? You don't like it? Too much length for me. Okay. I've never tried it. I wanted to see if I liked it. I purchased... I don't quilt with So Fine very much, but I want to try it for my quilts. I've tried Missouri Star Quilting. I ended up making a mistake. God, I was so dumb. They had a special on thread, so I bought $150 worth of thread, and I think I left it downstairs. But I purchased the little tiny threads. I was so mad at myself because in the picture it looked like I was getting something like this. But it was really like, when I got the box, I'm like, really? I bought that. But I bought like a whole bunch of bundles. I bought like 4 or 5 bundles because they had a set of bundles. And I honestly felt so dumb for buying it. So this is a polyester bond. This is from Wizardy. Do you like the Missouri Star thread? I was given a whole spool from them, and I ended up having issues where it kept breaking on me. Maybe it could be my machine and I didn't have the tension right, but it just kept breaking on me. I was not too happy with it. Not tried it, but okay. Hi, Alexandria. I was just wondering because I ended up buying a whole bunch of little spools. I may do like a giveaway of them because I think I could only probably even do one quilt on them, one baby quilt. And I need big spools like this. So I was thinking of doing a giveaway on them. But I purchased like So Fine thread. I wanted to try this Wizardy. Someone said, and I told them, I said, I'm going to do a review. Are you sure you want me to do a review? Because if I do a review, I'm going to be honest about the review. You can be honest. And they're like, go for it. Best thread ever. They were really cheap in comparison to other threads that I purchased. But yeah. Ouch. Let's see. Have you tried this? Hugo's tape. I love Hugo's tape. I recommend it. And the reason I recommend it, I use it for my embroidery. If you have embroidery, or you can even use it for any type of thread. You can get, this is a 1/2 inch roll. You can also get a wider roll. I love this tape because if you have thread and you need to tape it so it doesn't fray. Lily, my dog, is barking. The other day she was in front of everybody barking like so as long as you wrap it on top of itself, it holds the thread in place and it doesn't okay, I'll email her. Thank you. God, you're quick. A new day, new year, huh? I would love to do that. That'd be fun. But I got this Hugo tape. I love this tape. It's not really expensive either. This is a 1 inch wide and this is a 1/2 inch wide. I love these tapes. But I was going to share what I did at the Houston Quilt Show and just never... My life. I like my life. I love last year. Did y'all like last year or was it a hard year? I had moments it was a hard year, like when I got COVID and I broke my toe, but that was just a hard month. The rest of the month, even that month was a good month because it made me, sadly, slow down. Alexandra, you could buy Hugo's tape probably on Amazon, but Superior Thread has it for sure. Superior Thread. But we've been here for a while. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for being with me. Do y'all want to ask me any more questions? Because I'm going to let you go because my dogs are annoying. Do y'all need anything? Say something to me. If you did the Get Ready GED, I think I'm going to do another challenge. I ended up giving 3 Panasonic irons away. Yes, Joy, every time you're right. If you wake up, it's a good day. Hi, Mary Young. How are you? I want to do another challenge maybe. I want to do a block swap on my Facebook group. I want to be more involved in that community because I've kind of like... disconnected from a lot of stuff. Alexandra, my Christmas was good. I had a good Christmas. You know how I was struggling? I got a new car right before Christmas. I finally got a new car, so that was a good Christmas present that my husband got me. Everything kind of, I think I was doing a Vlogmas and I was sharing how the car company did not want to take a drafted check from my bank. Well, it wasn't that. They wouldn't sign for the drafted check, meaning they needed to sign a paperwork saying that they were going to get money from my lender and they wouldn't sign for it. Well, anyway, I ended up buying a car, so I'm so thankful that I got one. This way I don't have to worry about driving places. Oh, let me see. Lorena, see. Who's Lorena? Are you okay? You don't want to go down, right? You just stay here. I'll take you down in a minute. You're having a hard time going down, right? Okay. So your name is Lorena, see. What's your last name? Hola, bien. It says to finish what I have started before I... What kind of car did I get? I got myself a little Kia Soul. And let me tell you why I got it. I was going to get myself a Toyota CHR. The reason I got myself a little Toyota Soul is because it's bigger than my Beetle, because I have a Volkswagen Beetle. And I want to do trade shows or farmers markets with my laser stuff. And I need a car that I'm able to like put a table in, like stack 2 tables in there. And it's considered like a mini SUV. And the Toyota car I was going to get, they wanted $10,000 more for the car I was interested in. And I don't want a big car payment. Alexandra, find out if your motor is still warranted. Because as long as you're the owner of the car, they warranty the motor for the life of the owner. Hold on. Hold on. Why? Why you pains? Why are you up here? So, I'm sorry you're getting your motor replaced. But ask them, because a friend of mine, she needed a new transmission on her car and they warranted the transmission. But I got a car for Christmas. That was a good Christmas, right? And I didn't get it in my hands till the beginning of the new year. It was not covered. I am so sorry. I really am sorry. I hope you get it fixed. I only had one car and I ended up having problems with it, and it was just like so hard because I gave away one of my vehicles to one of my children who has children to help them out, and I ended up having one vehicle, and then that car started getting old and I was taking it to the shop a lot. And the blessing is my car still works. My Beetle still works real well. But now if anything happens to a vehicle, I have an extra one. Stop. Please. Stop. I'm on YouTube. But yeah, I got a little Kia Soul. She's really pretty. They're bigger now in comparison to how they used to be. And I wanted a Toyota. I don't know if it's called the CHR or CRV. I don't know what it's called. Yes. Hopefully, I'll be praying for you, Alexandra, to get a robotic long arm. It's the best thing ever. If you're going to get a long arm, any of you, I recommend you get a robot. It's already driving me crazy because I keep thinking, no, finish your quilts first. But she wants down. Look at her. Did you guys like the vlogs? Because I could still make some of those. I just didn't know if you wanted me to continue. No. But, yes. You like the vlogs? Honestly, you could get so much work done. And you're still working because you're still prepping other quilts and you're still doing other stuff. But having a computerized system is the best thing. Stop, Mama. I'm glad you liked them. They were a lot of fun to make. I just couldn't believe how I got overwhelmed with work all of a sudden. And the reason I was doing them is because I thought it was slow enough. Like, oh, I had work to do, but I think I had 15 quilts to do at the time. And I'm like, in a couple days I could get those done. I could usually get 15 quilts done in a week. And I just got like beat down with more work. You okay? But I really do appreciate you being with me. I wish you a wonderful year. I'm praying for my year. It's going to be a great year. Well, I already went to Florida, so it's a pretty great year already. I want to do this year to do things I've never done before. That's what I want this year to be. And I already did one of those things. I traveled out of the state. I want to do, I don't know, different things. I'm going to put you down, Ma. Stop, leave her alone. I want to sew more, to be honest. If I want to be really honest, I haven't sewn as much as I wanted to last year. As a matter of fact, you know what I sewed a lot on? I sewed a lot of leaders on quilts last year. Thank you, Joy. I hope the best for you too. I hope the best for all of you. I thank you for just loving me and being here. I mean, you're taking time out of your life to be here with me. Oh, you want me to put you up now? You can't have her up there. So yeah. Can we say goodbye? You want to say goodbye to everybody? No, they went outside and now they went back. But I really love you guys. I'm hopefully have another video coming. I'm going to go more in detail on some of the mistakes, my business mistakes I made last year. I thought it would be a good video to start off the year. And I just really appreciate all the time you guys take to even watch my channel. I even appreciate some of you went to Lorena's Quilting and you joined that. I appreciate all kinds of support. And if you're on Lorena's Quilting Facebook group, I think it's more personal there and I could talk to you guys more frequently because YouTube is just based on when I post a video, you guys can comment, or you can comment on old videos on Facebook. You could comment and ask more questions there. So I just wanted to wish you a happy new year. I'm sorry I've been gone. I had a mini vacation from YouTube and I just really appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful day, okay?